Welcome to Remote Connecting with Devin. Today's episode will focus on teleconferencing, which has the potential to provide clear communication and sometimes create awkward situations. CSC students and faculty are making heavy use of video conferencing as they work on their remote classes. I spoke to Dr. David Nesheim, an associate professor for the Social Sciences program. In addition to teaching his remote classes, Nesheim has been active on social media, providing daily updates on the health situation in the Nebraska Panhandle to his followers. During our Zoom interview, Dr. Nesheim discussed how he is adjusting as a professor and how he also uses Twitter as an educational tool.
With classes going to remote and hosting classes through Zoom, what has it been like for you so far?
Well, it's been crazy. That's got to be the first thing I'd say. Two of my classes this semester were already online, so in theory they didn't change too much. And then two were face-to-face, and they were both pretty small, about 12 and 18 students. So that's been kind of a big shift.
What's been your mindset in dealing with that in-face class change to remote?
Well, I early on, I'm on Twitter quite a bit, and early on I came across these principles from a religious studies instructor at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And the first principle was, nobody signed up for this. I don't know if I'll remember them all, but the second one was something to the effect of, what we used to do, we probably won't be able to do. Maybe what we used to do isn't really that valuable anymore, and we're going to prioritize community and support over academics. And then the other was, we have these student learning outcomes for every course. And I really felt like for a lot of the courses, although they didn't have the mastery that they would have over 16 weeks, they had been exposed to all that material. They had, those outcomes had been at least met to a certain degree. So I kind of tried to be like a backstop, I guess, a place of grace and compassion. And a lot of students have been telling me that other instructors have really ramped up things. And so nobody's complained to me about not having too much to do, but I've really just tried to meet the students where they're at. So I've been on Twitter for quite a while, and I've always sort of struggled with what I would use that platform for. And as spring break stretched into online classes for the rest of the semester, I was really just trying to educate myself on what the situation was here in Chadron. And then I realized that I have a lot of students who I'm, associated with, follow, or whatever it is on Twitter. And I just thought like I could be a place for information, not necessarily to like make up anybody's mind or anything or try and convince anybody, but just try and let people know what's going on, because there's a whole bunch of stuff out there.
I talked to Taryn Foxen, a junior from Aurora, Colorado. Taryn is an English major and loves old school rock and roll. During our Zoom interview, Taryn Foxen talked about how she uses her added free time to work on hobbies which include bicycling, writing letters, and also catching up on sleep.
Taryn, since all this stuff has gone down, can you tell everybody what you've been doing since classes have gone remote?
Yeah, I wasn't ready to leave Chadron for the summer and be home for as long as we were going to be, so I came back here, and it's kind of given me some more normalcy, because I feel more motivated to do my homework here than I would be if I was at home. So I really have just been catching up on sleep, because as an athlete in school and all the busy schedule and stuff, last semester really kicked my butt, and it was nice to just sleep a lot. And I'm doing that, and I'm doing a lot of homework. I'm writing a lot and finding new music. I've gone on some hikes and a 15-mile bike ride. So I've just kind of been doing some things that like I love to do, but I don't always get to do when school's happening because I'm so busy all the time. Bike riding is a new thing to me. I mean, I've rode a bike before, but I've never like pushed my limits to see how far I can go, and the 15-mile one was kind of a lot, but I enjoyed it.
Where'd you do that at?
I drove. I rode all the way to like the South Dakota border, I think. I don't know, but I had like a little tractor thing and it told me I did 15 miles.
Students, professors, and faculty are finding new ways to learn, educate, and live through this process. For Chadron State College, I'm Devin Fulton.